DeltaV SaaS SCADA is an IIoT cloud-native platform designed to enable asset-intensive industries to quickly and securely connect, acquire analytics, and provide control of remotely located devices anywhere, anytime by any one of your authorized users. We help our customers become more productive, profitable, and sustainable to improve life around the globe.
Welcome back to Edge Tech Talk. I'm Amy Thibault, Director of Marketing, Communications, and Sales Enablement for Emerson's DeltaV SaaS SCADA. And today I'm joined by Tom Zuban. Tom's the DeltaV SaaS SCADA technology product owner, so he has his head completely wrapped up in data analytics, helps our customers easily get and utilize all that data to help them increase production, profits, and sustainability. Or, as the topic of today implies, how data is turned into action, which, when you break it all down, that action is the whole reason for even wanting or gathering any data to begin with, to put it into action that can help you make better, faster, and more accurate decisions. Thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us today, Tom.
Thanks, Amy. It's great to be here. I specialize in DeltaV SaaS SCADA product technology and how data from our systems helps customers turn information into action.
So for our focus today, we're going to talk about how the data our customers get from their assets and their systems really drives business decisions. We're not talking about just slick dashboards, but how analyzed data can really impact your organization's outcomes. We'll cover 3 key areas. Firstly, just how easy to understand insights free up your team to really gain focus on their core business and what really matters to them. Secondly, we'll look at why the data quality really matters, because you have a ton of data, but it's getting the right data that's important. And then lastly, how importing and exporting data using DeltaV SaaS SCADA with data exchange helps increase production, profits, and business sustainability. And I'm pretty sure Tom will want to get pretty deep into the whole import-export end of it, since it's really important to be able to easily and quickly bring data in and out of your system to gain those true forms of action for your team.
Sounds great. I've had my coffee, so let's go.
Okay, let's start with the first topic, gaining easy to understand data insights so customers and their teams can focus on what really matters, their core business. The real challenge we see is there's lots of data, but not always the right insight.
Right. And when it comes to data, it's not just about the amount of data, although that is really important, but it's also about where that data is coming from and the quality of analytics it can present. In many organizations, operators and engineers are buried in spreadsheets, raw logs, alarms, historical records, and what they really need is a clear consumable story. Here's how the system is performing, here are the deviations, here's what you should do. We help visualize those trends, alarms, production metrics from any hardware device and several systems and files types to make sure what you get as analyzed result is accurate and digestible for your people to easily understand what's really going on and what they should action on.
Yeah, producers need less time chasing down data and more time doing what they're best at, optimizing production, maintenance, and operations. Do you have a real-world example you'd like to share?
Sure. One case in point is a major international E&P company working in the Java Sea offshore Indonesia. They implemented our SaaS SCADA solution for their offshore platforms and saw a 17.8% production gain, which translated into over 690 barrels of oil production a day more. What made the difference? Remote visibility, consolidated data, and remote control of gas lift operations.
Wowza, that's a pretty giant gain. And beyond that, their operations team no longer had to send people offshore just to gather data or to make minor adjustments. In my book, that's a pretty significant safety win, on top of the profit gain. Let me read this quote from that case study. I think this speaks for itself really clearly. Obtaining valuable data and control of our offshore gas lift has presented us high value in profitability returns, as well as production gains, and also increased our safety for our people. No one is wasting trips to location just to get data or to make minor lift adjustments anymore to optimize. We do it all from the office now, and it's so much faster and more on point than we could have ever realized before moving ahead.
Yeah, exactly. When insights are timely, reliable, and easy to interpret, the teams can shift their attention from what happened to what do we do about it. And that allows them to focus on their core business, running the wells, optimizing production, and managing maintenance.
Right on that one, Tom. I think the biggest takeaway here is when you can see clearly, you can move quickly and confidently. And that's the first big win of good data analytics and insight. Let's move on to the importance of data quality. Because it's not enough to just have slick dashboards. Like if the data behind them is inconsistent, delayed, or inaccurate, you're building insights on sand. And that's really just meaningless. Or even worse, poor quality data can actually cause a ton of risk and damage, and no one needs that.
Right on. In industrial production environments, quality means capturing the correct sensors, aligning times, validating accuracy, ensuring communications reliability, and making sure data is accessible when and where you need it. It boils down to this: if you can't trust your data, you won't trust your decisions.
And yeah, we've seen customers struggle when data is fragmented, manually collected, or layered with spreadsheets. It's a hot mess for them and completely useless. In one case, they had unorganized processes, manual data flows, and delays in retrieving data and making decisions.
Yeah, so we see a ton of new customers come on board that have that same challenge. That's why they called us to begin with. They want data they can actually use. They need accurate, consolidated, and controllable data and reporting. For an example, we had a customer that recently moved to DeltaV SaaS SCADA, and we added data exchange and composition management to their plan for automated workflows, scheduled data movements. This ensures the right people were going to get the right data. This included all their lab result data, and they wanted it seamless, so they weren't trying to juggle those pieces every time they needed to see it. So because DeltaV SaaS SCADA with data exchange imports and can push data to third-party platforms and applications as a service that we specifically design to set up, move your select data to other applications on a regularly scheduled and automated basis, including all their lab results. So everyone in the office and the field were all on the same page, so to speak. We initially did a discovery analysis, project design, and quote to ensure the end result is exactly what the customer needed, and that results with the data arriving on time every time to the people that need it, and not the people that don't.
From a business user perspective, that means less time spent finding and then cleaning data, reconciling spreadsheets, or wondering whether a number is right, or worse yet, where the numbers might be. Instead, operators, engineers, managers, and field people can trust what they're seeing and confidently act on it.
And that trust is critical. When you're monitoring production, you need to know whether an anomaly is a sensor fault, a communications drop, or a genuine process shift, or something getting ready to be a problem in the near future. With good data quality, you reduce false alarms, you reduce wasted investigation time, and you also increase confidence in your reports and your data analytics that you're working with.
And from a teamwork standpoint, better quality data enables better collaboration. Operations, maintenance, and engineering all rely on a single version of the truth that's accurate and easy to understand.
Exactly. Ultimately, better data in means better decisions out, and that sets the foundation for smarter growth and more profits.
Okay, so once you have reliable, usable data, how do you move it to where it needs to go?
Many customers focus on data within their systems, and that can be their own systems or cloud versions or whatever. But the real value comes when data flows outward or inward into ERPs, analytics tools, dashboards, third-party systems. Our SaaS SCADA with data exchange capability means we make that movement seamless, scheduled, automated, and best of all, accurate.
Oh, and I'd add to that from a business lens, when you can integrate SaaS SCADA into business systems, like for planning, maintenance, scheduling, and finance, you unlock the ability to optimize production, reduce downtime, optimize resource planning, which in turn increases profits. Which, pretty sure that's the goal.
Yeah, pretty sure that is the goalpost. Let's refer again to the migration case study we mentioned. The customer achieved clean, organized operational data with actionable insights through SaaS SCADA with data exchange. They used automation of data flows, updating schedules, and aligning maintenance with measured performance.
And in that offshore example, they used closed-loop control of gas lift well operations enabled by SCADA, which gave them increased production and improved safety. That's a super clear case of the need of data exchange in the sense of synchronous control, driving output, and then, of course, increasing profit margins.
Right, and when I say business sustainability here, I don't mean the environmental kind. I mean sustainable business performance, maintaining high output, the ability to predict output, efficient resource use, minimal unplanned downtime. Data exchange helps make your business more resilient for the long haul in any market conditions, good, bad, or booming.
So in short, your SaaS SCADA data doesn't sit in a silo. It becomes part of your broader business ecosystem. When your data moves freely and reliably, it makes decisions move faster. And, in addition, it speeds up measurable growth.
Exactly. And a practical tip for listeners, start small with just a pilot of data exchange. Pick a key integration, say maintenance scheduling, that gives rapid value, and then you can easily scale that into other parts of your operations once you start seeing the return.
All right, everyone's busy. Let's bring this all together. Here are our 3 main takeaways. When you have easy-to-understand data insights, your teams can focus on what they do best, not wrestling data, but running the actual business, with more wins. Quality data is non-negotiable. Accurate, timely, trusted data is the foundation for meaningful insights. And last, but certainly not least, once your data is reliable, make sure it moves and integrates with import, export, and data exchange so that you can optimize production, increase profits, and build sustainable performance.
And I'd like to add to that, real gains, like the case studies we discussed, show real results. Production gain of 17.8% offshore based off fast migration and, of course, utilizing all that clean analyzed data. These aren't theoretical gains, they're real.
If you're curious how this might look in your own operations, we'd love to connect, show you demo reports, show how data flows, and help you identify a pilot that fits your needs. Thanks so much for joining us today, Tom.
Thank you, Amy. It's been a pleasure. I hope I've helped shed some light on or outline everyone with clear ideas on how to turn data into action.
You sure have. Bottom line, data in action means better outcomes. Thanks for listening to this episode of Edge Tech Talk. We'll see you soon with another chat that helps you understand all the ins and outs of taking advantage of tech in your operations. Until then, don't forget that Emerson's DeltaV SaaS SCADA is your edge in tech on demand.
Please contact our support team with any additional questions or training needs you may have. Our customers are enabled with DeltaV SaaS SCADA from every angle with change and project management, complete training, and live 24/7 support, because we believe every person on Earth holds the potential to create a brighter tomorrow.